Guys, today I'm hanging out with fine girl, as in fine chocolate speck.
This right here is Too Exclusive TV.
I've got peace in the building, guys.
You know what it is? It's your girl Peace here still.
Okay. I like that intro. How you doing, Peace?
I'm fine. I'm doing amazing, actually.
Ooh, I love the hair and the lashes. Damn.
You have to rep now.
I know. How have you been? How's it been since you got out of the house?
It's been stressful and surreal at the same time. The feeling is just amazing. I feel jitters in my stomach because you won't believe the type of love that's coming in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you, Ace Gang. They were the realest.
Okay. Now let's talk about your life before Big Brother Night Out.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, was a hustler, still a hustler. I had a fashion line.
Okay.
That was still, well, it's still quite small. That was where I made my daily bread from. But prior to that, I used to work 9 to 5s. I used to work as a executive. I worked as an executive assistant to an IT firm. Okay. I worked in an advertising company. I did several jobs, really.
The hustle.
Just something to put food on the table. That was the plan.
Wow.
Just eating. But most of them was to fund the bigger goal, which was my fashion brand that was still developing, growing.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, what gave you the push and decide you want to go for Big Brother Night Out?
I want to blow. Full stop. I wanted to blow.
That makes sense.
I wanted to create a platform for myself, so every other thing that I go into, I can easily sell it out. Like I have more audience. That's the word. I needed audience. I knew I had the talent. I knew I had the drive. I had the work ethics, but I needed the audience, and I wanted it easy.
Ooh.
So I went for it.
Okay, you got it. All right. So, what was your strategy? Was there a plan coming into the house? Did you have like a strategy coming
I had zero strategy, and I wish I did.
Oh. You just
I just went in there. I mean, the goal was to go sell myself, do the most I can to sell my brand. But the most important thing was to sell Peace Ogo as a brand. And everything will fall in place, and I think I did a great job. There was no strategy whatsoever, actually. But if you're going in, better get a strategy.
Okay. She gave you a piece of advice there. I hope you heard
That's how I
feel. There's a narrative that you need to have like a ship to stay long in the house. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely not. That's why I went in, no ship. Still didn't want a ship. Will not still get a ship. I mean, do what you want to do to take you far in the game. Yeah. Or if it happened naturally or genuinely, that's still fine. But me, I went into that show and I was intentional about not shipping.
Okay.
So even when it came to me, I was like, no chance.
Ooh.
There was no way I was going to be
I know there was a Sammy situation at some point that you didn't really want to get into.
No, I didn't want to ship.
Oh, so you really didn't decide that I didn't want to ship?
Yeah, it was something I thought about before I entered the show, and I stood by it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to ship. I feel we can exist as humans singularly and still go far in a show, outside the show, but I didn't want to ship.
Okay. So you didn't have your eyes on any of the guys? Did you think,
well,
maybe
they're amazing looking guys, trust me. Wait till you see them in real life. Specs.
That did not even make you like your body shake a bit?
I mean, I was attracted to guys there, but it didn't mean I'm disciplined enough to know exactly what I want and what I stand for. I definitely didn't want to be in any ship with anyone, and I didn't. But there were attractive guys there for sure. So, yes.
I mean, there was a Michael situation too, because we thought that once Michael came in, you were really close to him. I think they started even shipping you guys together, and they called you Shiba, something like Adekunle Gold, and you know the Sinner album. You guys kind of did that. Have you seen that picture? There's a picture of you.
That was one of the first pictures they showed us when we came out. We were like, Adekunle Gold and Sinner.
It was quite a moment. So, did you have anything towards Michael?
No.
Any feelings?
There was. Well, he's an attractive guy. Come on. Why? I was attracted to Michael, just like I was attracted to Cross and some other people in the house. But they're really, Michael's my G. Jackie is my babe. Michael is my G.
So you like there's no go area. Okay. Now you did say that you're a peaceful person even on stage, and I feel like you actually lived up to your name in the house. Did you get into any fights in the house?
Well, I got into correcting people.
Okay.
And telling them, nah, you don't do that. Like, I'm peaceful. I really do like peace. I'm telling you, because it's better. It's better than
Exactly. Yeah.
But the last thing anyone would do is think that I'm a fool. You know, and I made that very clear. And I feel like everyone understood my passing. Like, I won't give you trouble if you don't bring trouble to me. But if you want to bring trouble to you, better know that I have the mouth as well, and I will read it for filth.
Okay. Now let's talk about the narrative about Angel. There was a certain narrative that Angel was easy, and I think that it started with the executive lounge discussion that you had with Maria. Now Maria came out and said that was not what you guys intended and all of that, but you just want to clear the air on the narrative about Angel being cheap.
I feel that conversation was definitely misunderstood, and that was because the people that brought that out didn't bring it out from the beginning. They didn't bring that conversation from the start. So again, for the 100th time, I'm gonna speak about it. Basically, there was a game in the show that happened, a whisper game, and there was they asked someone a question. Who do you think has the, you know what the question was? And he picked her. Now, it was a game. He was going to have to pick somebody. Perhaps that was the least closest person to him at the time, so it was easier for him to pick her. I don't know. Or he had to pick someone and he picked her. Now, that conversation, we brought that conversation back up in the executive lounge, not based on the actual content of what he said, but based on, does she know that was said about her? So what that conversation was did Angel hear that was said about her? Not, oh, Angel is that. Angel is that. It was, did Angel hear that was said about her? And Nini was convinced that she heard about it. She said that she overheard her and the person speaking about it, and they've squashed it. That is good. That Angel went and they spoke about it. Angel was like, why go pick me now, my guy? And he was like, they squashed it. They're actually good. But I didn't actually know that conversation had been squashed. I was like, nah, she doesn't know about it. She actually doesn't know about it. Do you understand? And maybe somewhere along the lines I repeated the question just so we all know what we're talking about. But it wasn't even an angel bash. Like, I've never smelled angel's vagina. How am I supposed to know if that's the case? Sorry guys. Like, how am I supposed to know if that's the case? So it was when I came out and I heard that, I didn't even know that was a thing. So when I heard it, my first interview, you could see the you see the shock on my face. I even asked for them to give me the video, and they played the video, and I'm like, this is halfway. How can this start from me saying, that's not fair? Like, let's run it back. Let's run it back so we can all know what this thing is about. You know how this game is. Like, everything that's going on now, I've understood that it comes with the territory. Like, people will misread you, judge you, play half and half clips, and that's fine. But it's not fair because I really vibe with Angel in the house. Most of the Saturday night parties, both of us, doing our thing. I didn't have any single problems with Angel in the house, not one time. The only issues I have with her is what every other person had with her, which is she will be dragging her feet to do certain things, and it becomes your job. It makes your job, the moment you're head of house, it makes your job so hard because you have to treat everyone fairly. But apart from that, that was just, Angel was the babe and the vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
But then people just pick and pick and pick and merge, and I'm just like, what is going on? You know,
it comes with the territory.
That was just it.
Okay, well, she's cleared the air now. You guys,
it wasn't any kind of hate. That's
there's no hate for Angel. Okay, you guys can calm down. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the in-house experience. What is that one thing, your most favorite memory from the house?
Winning the head of house.
Ooh, I know. Yes. The first head of house. The
first head of house. That's me.
Okay.
I mean, I can't lie. It was anticipated, so I kind of had this conversation. I don't know if they caught on camera with Nini, where I was like, I feel like I'm actually gonna win it. But my issue is the veto power. I don't want to have to use the veto power because to bring enmity. This is the beginning of the game. The moment I have that power and I use it, someone will want to pay me back. Whether you apologize, whether you say it's the game, there's still that negativity towards you, regardless. And I don't want to use it, which I didn't use eventually because it wasn't available. But yes, I had that conversation and I won it. I know what's funny again. Before Boma won his own, we had the conversation the night before and he won it.
Okay, talk about speaking things into existence. Now let's talk ships in the house. Which of the ships do you think is genuine and which you think is just a strategy for the game?
Please remind me of the ships.
Oh, there's a Saga and Nini ship. There was a Jackie B and Michael ship before he got out. Right now, I think we have like a White Money Queen ship. We're not really sure. There was a Pera and Maria ship. Yeah. I think pretty much it. Emmanuel and Nico Rose. That's another shit.
Let me even speak in it. Honestly, the Perra and Marie ship was toxic as hell. In my opinion, it was toxic. I mean, maybe they did like each other, but the back and forth was just too much for me. I think every other ship was genuine. I don't know about Queen and White Money because I wasn't there when it.
Yeah, the whole ship
maybe it's just now.
It's recent.
But I don't know, so I can't really speak about that. Jackie B and Michael, I love the ship. I think it was genuine. They had their own thing, just like every other ship did. But Emmanuel and Nico Rose, people are in love with each other, so just let them be, guys.
I think that's it. I think
Nini
that's
and Saga.
Nini and Saga, yeah.
Oh, Saga's in love with Nini, and I think they like each other actually, but that's for them to decide.
Okay, all right then.
If you don't know if he's in love with her, we'll take that out. But he definitely genuinely likes the babe. Yes, he likes me.
All right then. Now, what's the one crazy thing you've heard about yourself since you got out of the house?
There's nothing crazy. They said I'm a gossip girl, whatever. That one day, I would tell honestly, like that's the way I am. Like you saw how Arian and I and Nini were in. Like we literally share everything. I would share the gist. That's how I'm outside. I would tell my friends, my close friends. If that's gossiping, if telling your close friends stuff is gossiping, I guess I'm a gossip. Let's go.
Okay, let's go with it then. Now, what are your plans moving forward?
So obviously, I'm going to develop my brand. Just you guys should wait on so many amazing things, especially with Borak and Borak Kids. You know, we're not leaving the kids behind. We're definitely bringing in so much, from accessories to clothing to homeware. I definitely would be developing that. I don't mind putting in the time, putting in the effort to know so much more intricate details about music and how it works and how the industry is and how to develop my voice. Just I want to put in the work because I genuinely like the craft. So I would be in the music scene for sure. Also acting. You guys don't throw me away. I know Nollywood is not a dumping ground, but I will be dumped there. So wait on me. I'm definitely gonna be there. Then obviously, you know, I have like presenting skills, of course, because I've gotten the experience as a presenter prior to the show. Absolutely. So on that note,
you might be coming for my job.
You might
be coming for my job.
I'll definitely be doing event hosting, red carpets. I want a TV show, and I have other ideas that I conceived during lockdown.
Oh, okay.
So many ideas will be blowing.
Oh, damn.
So many.
She's got
I just
lots
need
of
the
ideas.
pieces together, and I'm bringing them together, and we're moving. You know.
Oh wow.
And yes,
I'm sure that we're going to get great things from you. We're looking forward to this.
And
so
so much more, so much
you're
more
going to be offering. Now, final words to the fans.
Shout out to Ace Gang. You know what it is. You know who it is. It's your girl Peace Ogre. And you know the drill still. If you're not rocking with Peace, it's peace off, a peace out. You know what it is. So to the Ace Gang, you guys showed me so much support. Like I'm grateful, still grateful. We'll forever be grateful. Nothing changed. Just your girl got elevated, but it's still the same peace in the house. So I'm telling you, because I went in as myself, I'm still out. But this is I love you. And I love you, shout out. I love you, Ace Gang. You guys are so real, so amazing. I heard so many things that I even have names of, you know, different names. I mean, you guys, there are lots of you, but I even have specific names. And thank you guys so much for loving me. I mean, come on, you're loving a stranger. That's insane. Like if you actually deep it, that's insane. So thank you guys so much. So much. Keep rocking with Peace. I'll never let you down. Shout out to Thomas Samuel. Shout out to Samuel. It's your girl Peace. And you know I love you. Thank you for supporting me. And I will support you right back for sure.
Too Exclusive TV.